What's going on, brothers? It's about around that time, close to New Year's. And some of us made it, and some brothers didn't make it. But however, we're still here in the congregation. You're here with BMT and the Godfather M.O.T. And we're going to be going through something that M.O.T. had been cooking up, a plan for the congregation. And we're hoping that you're going to sit with us. Like the great James Brown said, it's a man's world. And are you building your world for you? Or are you just living in it for other people? So let's go through. 2019 is the year of the Black male focus. Sit with us today in the congregation. And let's break some bread and share the knowledge. M.O.T., I'm passing it over to you, brother. Happy New Year.
I understand that every single thing that you've ever been taught in your life is about putting other people first and being focused on other things, other circumstances, other reasons other than your own. The selfishness of these people and your good heart and your good intentions has led you exactly to where you are right now. You're focused on every single thing else but you. So you're going to have a whole entire year of focusing on yourself. Once you start doing these things, there's going to be a lot of people who's going to come up to you, who's going to want you to return back to the old pliable person that you was before. But you should have disdain for the old you. Real disdain for the old. Because the old you was a free person who was freely letting everybody take everything from you. Never really asked for anything in return. And those people, all in all, they really never even appreciate it. So you have to start focusing on you. You're about to get your tax return. Don't go out and buy a whole bunch of stupid shit with that money. Invest in you with that money. Between now and you actually get your actual W-2 before you hand it off to somebody to get your tax return, you need to be getting your passport. You need to be traveling to somewhere and get some different experiences within your life. You need to not be around the people who you've been around your entire life. First thing you need to do is get your passport so you can travel. Second thing you need to do is make sure that you're living within your means. If you're living in a big place and there's 3 or 4 people who stay there, don't sign another lease until you sign a lease for yourself in a 1-bedroom apartment where you can have your own peace. So that way you can think. You cannot focus on yourself with all this noise in the background. That also includes dating single mothers. Your avenue into a relationship should not include nobody else's child. Don't do that. You need to focus on you, and you really can't focus on you if you already got another mouth to feed and her, y'all living together. Like, dude, don't do that. You're not focusing on you. You need to stop this stuff. I know they're going to come out and they're going to tell you, oh no, this is your responsibility. It's not my responsibility. My responsibility is to myself and building your own power. This is another podcast I got cooked up. But if you have your own power, notice how you don't need game. You need red pill awareness, but you don't need game. Stop listening to stupid motherfuckers who talk about game. Red pill awareness and having your own power is more important than game. You really need to understand that you have to stop following, you have to divest from these people who's taking your focus and turning it somewhere else where it's not going to give you anything at the end of that process. You need to understand that you have got to stop letting these so-called hustlers into your life. Because when they come into your life, they focused on them. You got to stop being pliable like that. You got to get rid of your sense of greed, your sense of short-term benefit with just a little bit of work. Because once you start focusing on yourself, you'll realize that it's a process, not something that you do well, like a fad diet. You need to start being well-read, man, about life, about the field that you're in or the field that you're trying to go into. Trust me, any good book you read is going to reference 3 or 4 more other books within that book. So don't ever say that you ain't got nothing to read, you ain't got nothing to watch, you ain't got nothing to do. Because when you say any of those things, you are not focused on you. When you feel empty because you can't let people use you as a resource, that should tell you something, man. If you pay attention to it, men have a very strong bullshit detector. Very strong. You got to be able to change it up, man. Because whether you know it or not, this time is going to fly past quicker than you can ever imagine. And if you wasn't focused on putting yourself in a better position, the time's just going to fly by and you're going to be trying to rush and get a job and do all this other short-term stuff rather than investing in you. Investing in you is a long-term process. I don't let no person come into my life or my business or my circumstances without a track record. 2019 is the year you're going to start building your own track record of making sure that you're okay. You, not your family, not your friends, just you. You got people who are coming to this country with an entire family and all types of responsibilities who's beating you. Why? Because they got to be focused. They're in another country, half the time they don't speak the language, they got to be focused. But if you withdraw from trying to chase down the matriarchy, which is going to do nothing to but destroy you, you really have to understand that what these people visibly are trying to get you to chase out here are things that are not good for you. They couldn't possibly sit there and explain how in the world some of this stuff they're trying to get you to pay attention to, how is that going to be able to enrich your life long term? We know about the short term. We know about the people who think they're going to be impressed by it, but what is it actually doing for you? When you're focused on yourself, when you can be able to be in your own spot, you can think with a whole lot of clarity rather than just rushing into a situation that you do not know about. Now you have enough time to go back and ask the following question. Oh, okay. All right, there we go. All right. Where was I at? Yeah, you just have to be able to make sure that your stuff's straight, man. And at the end of the day, you have to focus on yourself, because a singular focus in one direction is far better than trying to scatter your approach in many different directions in short-term thinking. You got to get rid of your short-term thinking, man. You got to be able to sit down and plan. You need a 6-month plan. You need a 12-month plan. You need a 5-year goal that you're working towards. That's going to enrich you and no one else. These are the things that you have to start focusing on. I don't want no black man working in fast food, not for the long term. I don't want you working in any service industry, not for the long term. I want you to be out here making power moves out here. I want you to start doing things so that way you are in a position to where you're building your own power. Because when you choose, it's based on everything that you've been through and what you don't want to mess up. When they choose based on how much they can get out of you in the shortest period of time. Which position do you want to be in? Don't let nobody shame you back into being that old guy, because that shame's coming. If it was a good decision, you wouldn't have to be shamed into it. It would just be a good decision because it simply is. So 2019, you need to start reading more, being well-read in your position or career field. You need to start dressing like a child. You need to start dressing better, because most of the society, most of the treatment is based on how you look at a glimpse of people. I know, but Albert Einstein said, you learn the rules of the game and then you play the game better than everybody else. Not bullshit game as in trying to attempt to give away your little power to women. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about that dumbass game. I'm talking about something else. So 2019 is around the corner. You gotta look yourself in the mirror, man, and just like, hey, stuff ain't working and I gotta be different. And I'm gonna be coming out with a lot more content that I've already recorded on my Man of Tomorrow channel, YouTube channel. So that way y'all can look forward to that. I'm going to be going live during the day here, so that way I can explain my goals and plans. All right, that's it, Joe.
Well, guys, I really just hope y'all get it. 2019 is coming, and I'm not gonna lie, we made some great strides, especially here with the congregation, with BMT, BMT 2. We come a long way. We have successfully been networking. We've had our highs, and we definitely had a lot of lows. I think this was the year that me and M.O.T started networking together, and it has grown stronger and stronger on our network. But one thing that we understood was we had a focus. And I want you to understand that. What you see now with the views and the work and the topics and the stuff that me and him have covered is focus. We weren't worried about other people's channels. We weren't worried about things going on out there around us. Is that we kept a focus of things that are going that we needed to get done. We had time, we set up time schedules and slots and wrote down stuff and had thought process meetings and stuff. See, this is all what just 1 to 2 men can just do. We were good ourselves. We became a force to be reckoned with when we came together. And though we have different views on things, we had the same goal aligned. And we want you brothers to understand that you don't have to 120% agree with other brothers. You don't have to 120% give up your moral code and beliefs. But I ask and I inquire of you brothers, as M.O.T was trying to push y'all. Step away from the norm of things that the world and society wants to see you play or participate in. Step away from the woman. Step away from those boys. Step away from going out. Just devote yourself. I'm asking y'all. Just for me, for M.O.T, just to devote yourself for just 6 months on one thing. Now, the ones who are more vetted into this, like me and M.O.T, we've had years. This is why we do what we do, because when we say what we say, any other kind of class or program y'all going to, they charge you for consultation. We don't charge y'all because we want y'all to get it right. We're tired of seeing Black men take L's for things that they could have already intervened in, stepped away from. Once we're gone or we move on to something else, that's it. Ask brothers who have devoted just months to themselves. See, the thing about it, when it comes to success, it starts to become a lonely road. Everybody ain't going to want to sit with you. Everybody ain't going to want to actually put in the time like you. Everybody can't go and do the things that you do. And you'll say, hey, man, they'll tell you stuff, shame you. Why are you doing that, man? Or you think you're too good to talk to our women. Or you think you're too good to be in our neighborhood. You think you're too good to do business with us, with your people. Yes, I am. Because I put in the work. I put myself in this position. And you see, you got to have that type of mentality, that champion trash talking mentality, because you know what you've done. You know the time you put in. You know you're the first one there and the last one to leave. You know that you're the one that sat there at that desk and studied that book inside and out. So by the time the instructor calls out a certain section, a certain module, a certain device, a certain name, you were the first one that already rose your hand. You're the first one to step up. Some of y'all are afraid to be alone because society has told you you can't do it alone. But when you look at those who are making moves and you ask them the question, how did you get to where you are today? They'll always say the same thing. Brother, I have to go off by myself and redesign myself, restructure my focus. You see, when that gymnast steps up, when that basketball player stands at the free throw line, when that boxer gets in the ring, they all understand that I am here, I am now, this is my moment, and if I'm going to make it work, I have to be willing to put it all on the line. And I want you, Black men, to get to that mindset. See, when that immigrant comes over, his focus is not to work and come up with you. It's to compete against you. So he will be there on time. He will learn everything he can and soak it up. He will acquire wealth with the knowledge. And he will save his money. He will invest his money. He will take the time. You may laugh at him because, oh, look what he's wearing, but he don't care about that. Because he's looking at the long longevity goal. And that's something that we are going to teach you. I'm not trying to be long, but we really want you men to understand and get it. This is not no time for you to be chasing after women. Trust me. You can go look at a video we just did Friday night. It was a big eye-opener for a lot of black men. Because those women had no problem saying that at the end of the day, all you got is what I offer you. And that's the best deal you can ever take. M.O.T was right there, sitting right there when they said it. We both sitting right there drinking a beer, right there during the show. The women do not have to lie about what they're going to throw you anymore. Because they know that either you take it or you be alone. But see, what if there is another option? The option where you just walk away and build yourself up into something whole and better, that they cannot touch you, that they have to reconcile, and they have to understand that you are not on the table. They are not fit to just choose you. This is the only place that I know of where women are openly telling you that we choose you. Anywhere else in the world that has a man structure, the men choose the woman. Because he is in a system where it's designed that, listen, you are an asset to me. If I acquire you, it's because I want you, not because I need you. You're only here to carry on my legacy. Some of y'all may not like that. Some of y'all might cringe to that. But we are telling you that is the way the world has been structured. It's always been like that. M.O.T will tell you that. I will tell you that. Any part of the world where men are running things, in the East, in the East, in Asia, South America, these women are not running them. They are running them. It's the other way around. Men, get your focus together. If you do not learn this, I promise you, you will be under somebody's heel. Because women, like they told us last night, they can pick any man they want because they know how desperate black men are getting. I inquire y'all, get your focus together, build yourself, teach yourself, learn from other men. If you have any questions, please, you can inbox us in the Black Men's Congregation. You can inbox M.O.T. You can inbox BMT. You can talk to us. You can put in a comment, ask a question. M.O.T will respond to the comments. You ask me a personal question, you can email us. We will do a show about it. Now, before we go, we open up. Is there any questions you would like to ask M.O.T or BMT before we go? Is there any question y'all want to ask us? Go ahead and type it into the chat. Put it in the chat. We'll read them. We'll go over them. I'm gonna go read some of the comments, and actually we'll go from there. Wayman Brown said, indeed, our personal growth and development must be independent of dealing with a woman. Each man must do the work and be free of her hold. I agree. BK from the Rockies says this. BK from the Rockies says, agreed. Being an island to myself for self-improvement has always given me great results. I'm glad to hear that, brother. Be the island that you need to be. Be self-sufficient. Be self-sufficient. Welcome, Super Trez. Welcome, our brothers. If you come in, please like the video. Like the video. You guys, we must learn how to become self-sufficient. I'm hearing a lot of men say, I need a woman that can cook for me. I need a woman that can do this. Brothers, if you do not learn how to be self-sufficient for yourself, how you can cook, clean, perform, and do your own finances, all that other stuff, and you need a woman to help you do all that, You are in a world of hurt. And I'm seeing a lot of young men running towards that type of vice plan. See, the thing about this is the difference of the dynamic of a man in the household versus a woman when she's just a single mother. When a man in the household, he's teaching his son how to be self-reliant on himself. He's teaching him, listen, nobody has to tell daddy to go to work. Dad goes out to work on his own because he knows that he needs to provide. And as the son watches that, he understands in due time, he has to commit to something and have a focus. The woman, single mother, a lot of these boys do not get that because they do not see the blueprint. Wayman Brown says, the black man must see himself as the Swiss Army knife, always prepared to undertake any task. Much agreed. Well, brothers, that would be it. We do thank y'all for everything that y'all have put in. We do thank y'all for joining us. If you enjoyed the channel or enjoyed the show, subscribe and also like the video. Share the video. Support the channel. Support the congregation. If you are a black man, you already know. You can always come to the congregation, share your gospel, share some knowledge that you acquired. Talk with us. We'll talk back with you. We are in here to be men with a cause, with a focus. It can only be done if we all start understanding our role. As for that, we're going to go now. We'll see you guys later. Check out Man of Tomorrow's YouTube channel. I know he's going to be putting out some stuff. You guys already know BMT, Black Male Talk. We put out the latest topics, views, and also politics and things that you need to be aware of, as well as going over them with a good panel. Friday night was a really good panel with brothers from the Manosphere sitting down with a lot of YouTuber sisters. And we were just talking about different things. We do those talks at least once a week, usually on Fridays, and nothing's held back. Me and M.O.T just sit right there and just drink our beer and write down topics just from talking to these people. And then we learn, okay, did you just see what we just saw? Yep. Okay. Yeah, I got a show for that. All right, guys. We'll see you guys later. Y'all take care. Stay safe this New Year's. If you know you're going to drink, stay your butt inside. We don't want to hear you saying it's the white man's fault while you got caught. You know roadblocks are going to be out. You know the police are going to be out. Ain't nobody playing with you black men.
And they are mad as shit that they got to work.
Yep. Ain't nothing worse. Ain't nothing worse than having to work on the holidays. So best believe they got to come out and work, or they're going to get their timing. Some of them sit down and write down quotas of how many people they're going to catch. So I'm just letting y'all know this now. Y'all was smart. You would already have bought what you needed long before today. But some of y'all would possibly have already know that, listen, I'm out to stay home. If you got to go get some beer, if you can get beer, you might want to go get it now. If you're going to go have that woman at your house, you better go get it now. Or whatever you got to go do. But when it's nighttime, those police are not playing with y'all. If you know you suck at driving, stay your behind home. Court don't open up until Monday. That's if the judge feel like coming in on Monday. So play the game if you want, brothers. We ain't holding back on telling y'all the stuff. All right. We'll see you guys later. Peace.